Have you seen headlines claiming one of the biggest tech companies on earth was about to fire up to 22,000 employees? That's exactly what happened this week. Across social media, tech forums, and finance platforms, a wave of panic spread around Microsoft, with claims that the company was preparing for a massive new round of layoffs in January 2026. Some posts said the cuts would hit Azure, Xbox, and global sales teams. Others claimed it would affect as much as 10% of Microsoft's entire workforce. But then Microsoft responded, and what they said changed everything. So where did this rumor come from? Why did it spread so fast? And what's actually happening inside Microsoft right now? Let's break it all down. The panic started with a single report that quickly snowballed. An article circulating online claimed Microsoft was preparing to cut between 11,000 and 22,000 jobs globally, possibly as early as January 2026.
Reports suggest between 11,000 and 22,000 roles could be eliminated in the third week of January 2026. Now, this would be the company's largest layoff round yet and the fourth straight January with reductions.
Almost immediately, screenshots, reposts, and speculative threads flooded X, Reddit, and LinkedIn. The numbers alone were alarming. Microsoft currently employs roughly 220,000 people worldwide, so the rumored cuts would represent between 5 and 10% of its workforce. That's not a minor adjustment. That's a restructuring on a massive scale. What made the situation worse was the list of teams allegedly affected. According to the claims, layoffs could hit Azure Cloud Services, the Xbox gaming division, and global sales and commercial operations. For employees, investors, and gamers alike, it sounded like a major shift was coming. But none of this information came directly from Microsoft, and that's where things start to unravel. The origin of the speculation can be traced back to a single financial analysis article that was later amplified without verification. As the story spread, details were added, assumptions were made, and speculation slowly turned into certainty in the minds of readers. Some posts went even further, suggesting the layoffs were tied to Microsoft's massive spending on artificial intelligence. The theory was simple. Microsoft is investing billions in AI, infrastructure, data centers, and chips. So job cuts must be coming to balance the costs. But here's the key point. None of these claims were backed by official statements, internal memos, or credible confirmations. It was speculation stacked on top of speculation. And Microsoft noticed and didn't stay silent. Frank X. Shaw, the company's chief communications officer, responded publicly, and his message was blunt. He described the layoff reports as 100% made up, speculative, and wrong. No vague wording, no corporate doublespeak, just a flat denial. When one social media user claimed the layoffs would soon be confirmed, Shaw responded with a short, cutting reply. "I eagerly await." That response alone sent a clear signal. Microsoft was not preparing a secret announcement. There was no hidden confirmation waiting in the background. As of now, the company has no announced plans for layoffs in January 2026. So if the claims were false, why did so many people believe them? The answer lies in Microsoft's recent history. In 2025, the company carried out multiple rounds of layoffs, cutting more than 15,000 jobs worldwide. One of the most significant waves came in July, when around 9,000 roles were eliminated. That round hit Microsoft's gaming division especially hard. Several studios were shut down, projects were canceled, entire teams were dissolved. At the time, Xbox head Phil Spencer said the changes were necessary to sharpen focus and make the business more agile. For employees, those words didn't soften the blow. So when new layoff rumors appeared in 2026, they didn't feel impossible. They felt familiar. That's why anxiety spread so quickly. Another reason the rumor gained traction was Microsoft's aggressive push into artificial intelligence. The company is spending heavily on AI data centers, advanced chips, cloud infrastructure, AI-powered enterprise tools. To some observers, massive AI investment automatically equals job cuts. But that assumption doesn't always hold. Microsoft has repeatedly stated that AI and cloud expansion are central to its long-term growth strategy, not short-term cost cutting. In fact, many of these investments require more engineers, researchers, and enterprise specialists, not fewer. The idea that AI spending alone signals imminent layoffs oversimplifies how large tech companies operate. There's another detail that makes the rumor less convincing. Despite last year's layoffs, Microsoft's financial position remains extremely strong. In 2025, the company crossed a $4 trillion market valuation, reflecting continued investor confidence. Its cloud services, enterprise software, and AI-driven products continue to generate massive revenue. This doesn't mean layoffs can never happen, but it does mean Microsoft is not a company in financial distress. Large-scale job cuts are usually a response to falling revenue or collapsing demand, neither of which currently applies here. One final detail may have added fuel to the fire. Microsoft recently announced a stricter return to office policy. Starting the 23rd of February 2026, eligible employees will be required to work from the office at least 3 days a week. Some online commentators interpreted this as a sign of deeper restructuring. But return to office policies are becoming standard across the tech industry and don't automatically indicate layoffs. They're about work structure, not workforce reduction. So where does all of this leave us? Here's what's confirmed. Rumors of a massive Microsoft layoff in January 2026 are false. The company has publicly denied the claims. No official announcements support the speculation. Microsoft remains financially strong and focused on AI and cloud growth. What happened this week is a reminder of how quickly fear spreads in the tech world, especially after a year of real job losses. For now, there is no evidence of an imminent round of layoffs at Microsoft. And until verified information says otherwise, this appears to be a case of speculation, not reality. If you want clear, fact-checked breakdowns of major tech stories like this, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.